Hello, everybody. Today I'm here with Disney Heroes Battle Mode Update 3.5.10, and today we are getting Raya from the Last Dragon, or Raya from Raya and the Last Dragon, and then Chip and Dale from the Rescue Rangers series. There's also a refresh for Elsa, although it doesn't really go that in depth, and I also will not be talking about it, but then the Sign-In Hero shop refresh details as well. So let's start looking at Raya. So it seems as though, they probably wanted to add Raya right away, but they must just not have known what to do for a moveset. They must not have gotten the info about her because, it seems as though it took as much time as they typically say it will take for a character, to create a character for Raya to come out, The movie came out earlier this year, I'm pretty sure, so it would make sense that they just are finishing her up now. But yeah, Raya has a moveset that feels, or Raya has moves in the movie that feel like they would make for a good moveset in a fighting game just in general. Her sword especially is really cool, and it's a fun idea that could definitely work in a game like this. Her design, I feel like I could have created this. I don't think it looks all that great, in my opinion. For me, whenever they make human characters, they mess up the eyes for some reason. Her eyes just do not look like they do in the movie. Everything else looks fine. If I just cover up the eyes and look at everything else, it looks exactly like Raya. And then as soon as I look at the eyes, it's just like, nope, it's not her. But other than that, it's pretty good, and I'm excited to see the rest of her and her sword as well. So she's going to be the next prize wall character. We can assume it'll be starting up pretty quickly after Winifred is done with hers, but we'll have to wait and see. Let's begin looking at her skills. First up is the Whip Sword. When it's active, Raya extends her sword and slams it into the ground, dealing normal damage to all enemies and stunning them. When she uses Whip Sword, she consumes all stacks of Perseverance, dealing extra normal damage per stack to all enemies hit. And when it's passive, Raya's skills give her stacks of Perseverance if she meets the criteria. Raya can have a certain amount of stacks at a time. Raya keeps her stacks when she moves to the next wave. So yeah, like I said, the Whip Sword is definitely something that makes sense for her attack. Looks like she's dealing a lot with Perseverance. I'm curious to see if we're going to see that in any of her other moves. Probably her red skill, it'll show up again, but yeah, I'm very interested to see that in action too. The Gem Piece. Raya holds up a fragment of her gem, cleansing and healing herself. Raya also gains stacks of Hardy. If Raya uses X stacks of Hardy from any source within a certain amount of time after using the skill, she gains a stack of Perseverance. There, like I said. So yeah, Perseverance is going to be a thing throughout all of her moves, it seems like. Yeah, I'm looking through, they all have it. So, a healing move. And also cleansing, which I guess I feel like I never talk about, but yeah, cleansing is also very helpful, as well as gaining Hardy, I guess, but I always enjoy having a healing move, so that'll be nice. The High Jump. Raya jumps and kicks the closest enemy and knocks them back, dealing normal damage, stunning them, and applying Pierce. When she lands, she deals normal damage to nearby enemies. Pierced enemies take a percent of their max HP as true damage each time they are dealt normal damage from an enemy. Skills that deal damage over time can only trigger Pierce once per second at max. If Raya damages a certain amount or more enemies when landing, she gains a stack of Perseverance. So that's really cool. She kind of jumps up, hits the enemy. I would assume she kind of punches the ground or maybe just hits the ground really hard, which then would deal damage to the enemies. I'm sure it'll be fun to see her lunge across the stage. Gem Guardian. When Raya uses Gem Piece, she heals additional HP for each stack of Perseverance she has. When Raya uses High Jump, she deals an extra normal damage per stack of Perseverance she has when she lands. So pretty much upgrading Gem Piece and High Jump, it seems like. Then Full of Heart. Raya gains a stack of Perseverance every time she triggers Pierce on an enemy. Gem Piece shields Raya and gives her armor and reality for the rest of the wave up to a max. Raya keeps a percent of this armor and reality from wave to wave. When Raya has maximum stacks of Perseverance, she gains attack speed and is energized, receiving extra energy each time she performs a basic attack. Raya loses his buff when she no longer has max stacks of Perseverance. I don't have anything to say about that. Sorry. Her only friendship that we know of right now is Rapunzel, which even if we didn't know this character is coming, I think it would be very obvious who her friendship is going to be. So I'm just going to say it. It's going to be, now I'm forgetting her name, Sisu, obviously, which we know is coming as well. So I'm curious to see who Sisu's two friendships will be then, but we know one of Raya's friendships is definitely going to be Sisu. But with Rapunzel as well, just another princess, makes a lot of sense. I don't have anything else to say. Let's move on to Chip and Dale. So I was a little nervous since we've known about this character since August or even July maybe. Same time I found out about Gadget, and it just kept getting like pushed back. We didn't necessarily know why, and I still am not entirely sure because they just ended up becoming the December sign-in hero, which doesn't really feel like what they were maybe originally intended to be. Maybe they were supposed to be a prize wall at first, and then they kept having issues with them. I don't know. It's really interesting. I would love if we ever found out specifically why, but we maybe never will. But they both look really great. I love just getting them in their Rescue Rangers forms and not necessarily just like having Chip and Dale without their costumes, I guess, because that's also a version of them that's pretty iconic. It's just two chipmunks, but I really like them in their Rescue Ranger outfits specifically. They're making like a new Rescue Rangers movie. I wonder if that is coming out in December, and maybe that's part of the reason why they're the sign-in hero, but I can't remember. But I know it's coming out at some point, if not this year, then next year. But yeah, they look really good. I don't really have anything else to say, but it's really nice to get another Rescue Rangers character. I would love to also get Monterey Jack. And Zipper is actually part of their moveset, I'm pretty sure. So we will be seeing that in one of their skills. Like I said, they're going to be the December sign-in hero. They are a support character as well, so we should be seeing a lot of support moves in their skills. So let's look through them. First up is the Chipmunk Cheer. Chip and Dale cheer on their allies, granting them bonus damage and on their basic attack. Sorry. So basically attack up, but called bonus damage. Then Fast Fly. Chip and Dale slingshot Zipper at the closest enemy, dealing normal damage and stunning them, which is pretty cool. And it'll be fun to see Zipper in action. I hope we get to see that animation outside of their attacks, so we can actually see Zipper alongside them on like the menu and stuff. The Ranger plane. At the beginning of each wave, Chip and Dale dive bomb their enemies with their plane, dealing normal damage to all enemies. While flying by, they drop a supply crate that energizes them and their allies. Units energized by the skill gain bonus energy per basic attack. It would have been really sad to not see their plane in action, since it is so iconic. So it's really nice that we got to incorporate that in one of their skills. And it'll be cool. I don't know if they just like walk off stage and then all of a sudden their plane comes in, or if their plane just like spawns underneath them and they jump in it. But again, another skill that'll be really fun to see. On the case, at the beginning of each wave, Chip and Dale gain energy. Allies affected by Chipmunk Cheer heal per basic attack for the duration of the skill. Alright. Finally, Ready to Rescue. Chipmunk Cheer now grants a certain amount of percent increased attack speed and a certain amount of percent increased movement speed for a few seconds. Allies affected by Chipmunk Cheer also have a chance to gain stacks of Hardy. Alright, and their friendships are going to be with Basil of Baker Street and Kronk. That's pretty funny. Oh, I know why they're friends with Kronk. Because Kronk talks to squirrels, and, I mean, it'll definitely be different when he's talking to the chipmunks. Can they speak English? I think they can in the show, but can they talk to the humans? I forget. I'm pretty sure Gadget just talked to her friends, so I would imagine they would too. And then Basil is a pretty obvious one too. Any sort of rodent character would have worked in that spot, I think. Alright, so moving down to the Sign-in Hero Shop Refresh. We've already mentioned it, but we'll say it one last time. Chip and Dale are going to be the sign-in hero for December, and Raya is going to be in the prize wall. I guess the prize wall date has not been confirmed yet, so it probably won't be this week since this is Thanksgiving week. Probably next week then, I guess. Oh, well, I'm an idiot. It's full-up update. Okay, whatever. We'll talk about that later, but It's pretty obviously going to be next week then. So, there's a long list of shop refresh stuff, so let's get started here. Winifred is changing to an exclusive hero, which is probably going to be the crates that we see for the other prize wall characters. Phil is going to be exclusive hero in contest rewards. Helga is going to be an exclusive hero in the City Watch token crate. So that's an interesting thing that we haven't seen in a while, I feel like. Zeus is going to the VIP crate, Gadget is going to the Guild crate, and Ariel is going to the Diamond crate. Then Vinny is going to the City Watch, Sheriff of Nottingham in the Creep Surge, Rocketeer in the Arena, Carl in the Coliseum, Demona in the Heist, Simba Nala in the Guild War, and in the Guild War shop, and then Bolt, Esmeralda, Wasabi, Honey Lemon, Linguini, Remy, Syndrome, and Kita are going to the Elite campaign. Bolt is the most notable one from that list for sure. But some other characters that maybe you haven't had a chance to grind for yet are much more readily available. But Bolt was in the prize wall, so you probably have all the chips you need for him. And then this is going to be a full app update for Tuesday, November 30th. So like I said, prize wall will probably start that Thursday, I would imagine. That seems to be what they like to do. And I would imagine we're not going to see Chip and Dale before that either. So we'll probably have to wait. That's exactly a week from now. So it's nice to get this little, to get the info on these characters. But it is going to be a little bit of a wait before you actually even get to see the characters, let alone actually unlock them. So be prepared to wait, but also be thankful that they gave us these patch notes when they did. It's basically just because they didn't want to do it on Thanksgiving or the Friday after Thanksgiving, so they moved it over to, they pushed it earlier to this Tuesday. They could have alternatively done it like Monday or something, which would not give us a lot of time to actually be excited for the characters, I guess. But yeah, Raya and the Last Dragon characters is really exciting. Like I said, we know Sisu's coming, so it's only a matter of time of when. Is she going to be another prize wall character? They seemingly like to do a lot of them, but she alternatively could just be like the January sign-in hero or something. And then also, we have a bunch of other characters data mined right now. Who knows if we'll even get any more data mines this Tuesday. I honestly would not count on it, but it's possible we maybe get like 1 or 2. I would not expect more than that for sure. But who knows? We really don't. It's also really exciting to get Chip and Dale. More Rescue Rangers characters is always going to be exciting, and I hope we also get Monterey Jack at some point. I'm very excited for all these characters here, and let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching. I will see you on Tuesday, November 30th for the update. Goodbye.